yesterday. Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm trying to move up front, little more, this, little less daddy, yeah. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. All day, all night. Alright, alright. All day, all night. Alright, alright. Oh, wow. All day, all night. Oh, wow. Alright, alright. Oh, wow. All day, all night. Oh, wow. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of that. Speed up the block and the gun, I press a little button, I open the wings. Ain't no advance on the deal, I just sign. I don't need the label controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes, I dance on my own, and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus, way to dependence, punching the reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist, skating from city to finish it. The Wellington Zoo in the middle, the same as how I prefer my venison. Windowton blacker than mineral tennis, and I'll be pressing under a fist full of metal. Pay my respects, I slide on my dentist to get his new grill in the incoming call from Shabia Connect. The look in my closet, the smoke on the ceiling. Master forgets Aaron Donald, it's hard to explain the rush of a feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dub, I try to not dwell on the L's. It's plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choke, I call it a trail. It's over the time, my mornings and fell. Broken the rush on the road, so look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. It's real, she toasting the world. The tarragon butter moon walking the pen like the king of pop. My power scout, the Gucci talks. Still can I look at the city, the rats, the digits. Get it, the Fetty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Athletics. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. And Siggy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Today's starting pitcher, Barry Zito.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Stepping up for the Guardians, Grady Sizemore. Fastball in for a strike, and we are underway in game one of the series. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Out to short. Over to Giambi. One up, one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Jim Thome.
Well, this guy's been one of the greatest RBI men of all time. You talk about clutch hitting, there he is right there. I mean, in a tough situation for the defense and for that pitcher, this is the last guy you want to see because you know when he steps in the box, he usually delivers.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Halter slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, shortstop Larry Doby.
And now the shortstop, Larry Doby. Doby matched a homer in his last game. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching A's baseball on the show NorCal. Back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher in this game, Shane Bieber.
Yeah, he's definitely had his struggles so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Righty delivers. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And downstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one the other way. Puts it away for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup.
Number 19.
And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Batting
That front
third,
shoulder coming
right
open
fielder,
instead of staying
number
closed.
33.
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that is out of play. up the middle and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So 2 down. And now the first baseman, Jason Giambi. There goes the runner in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Two outs and one in scoring position. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jim Thome. Zito back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one pulled foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Jose Ramirez stands in now and watches strike one. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Eric Summerskill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot.
This one's in. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And up next for Cleveland, Eddie Murray, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Ramirez, the runner at second with 1 away. Fought off foul. Hard hit right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting 7th, left fielder Manny Ramirez.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the veteran outfielder, Manny Ramirez. There's the strike.
0-1.
And he takes a strike. Zito, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first. That's out number 3. 1 left for the Guardians. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back.
Leading
we head to the bottom of the second.
A's,
And the batter now, Josh
number
Donaldson.
26.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And that one is lifted in the air. Bell sizes this one up. And a quick out, number one.
Batting six, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
In the air, center field. Sizemore. They got it for out number two.
Batting seven, designated hitter.
Here's some real power at the plate. Brent Rooker. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And a foul ball. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bleday makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting ninth, catcher
James McCann in now. McCann in his 11th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
McCann fouls one off. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is his third of the game. Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping up for the Guardians, Grady Sizemore. Hard hit left side. Over to Giambi. And that is the inning. Guardians go down 1, 2, 3. And we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Shea Langoliers. And that drops in for a strike. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Off the plate, ball
and that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And they get the out. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ricky Henderson. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
2 out, space is empty. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Next offering is outside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, It's trouble.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Bell sizing this one up, makes the catch, and that's the end. Scoreless.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a brew. I'm lessons, I'm written laws.
Start of the fourth. Here's the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis.
Just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
And that's in for a strike. This one in the air, right field. Carrasco settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Larry Doby.
Larry Doby digs in for the Guardians. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off. Here's your one. He goes down looking.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's going to be Jim Thome.
Jim
Struck out
Thome.
swinging his first time. On the ground to the left. Over to Giambi. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down that time. And midway in the fourth, no score. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, number 19. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Pitch
That's
misses
outside.
there, and that is ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Outside with a breaking ball. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now Jose Carrasco. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Inside,
ball,
almost
strike.
got him. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Out of here. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Next up for the A's, Jason. Giambi. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
You hear people talk about
Now
letting the ball
batting
travel
is
so often
26.
in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is
Up
empty.
next,
Here's the center
A's.
fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bell drops into the glove, and that is that. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for the
pitcher's duel
Guardians,
so
third
far. Here's how the
baseman,
starters
Jose
have performed up
Ramirez.
to this point. Zito back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
In for a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and
Now
catcher
batting,
on the same
number
page right
33.
now.
So up next, Eddie Murray. Nice curveball for a strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now, Manny
Now batting,
Ramirez.
left fielder,
Grounded
Manny
out
Ramirez.
his first time up. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No
Looking
balls,
sharp,
2
just a
strikes.
strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Geloff in plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians fail to score, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Now it's the
Athletics,
DH, Brent
designated
Rooker.
hitter, Brent Rooker.
And there's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first
0-1.
pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That
0-2.
is strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting,
Shea Langoliers
Shea
getting ready to hit.
Langoliers.
Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Here's a high chopper. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases
now
empty.
batting,
Zach
second
Geloff
baseman.
up next for the
Zach
A's.
Geloff.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, at that
0-1's the
velocity, if
count.
that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Two down, nobody on. swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the left fielder, Rickey Henderson. 0 for 2 in this one. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And first offering is fouled off. Geloff off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one ran inside, almost got him. Runner takes off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Runner goes again. Pitches low. Throw to second, and great jump. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Smoked on the ground to second. Whips it to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting.
Here is James McCann. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And McCann fouls it off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging.
Up next for Cleveland.
So in now for Cleveland, Grady Sizemore. His home and away splits there.
Nope. Ball 1.
Sizemore, multi-time All-Star,
no
a member of the 1,000 hit club, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one ripped, and it looks like trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him.
Now
Showed a
then,
willingness to
second
drive that
baseman,
pitch the
Jason
opposite way.
Kipnis.
Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at second, 2 down. And a big swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job moving it around, doing what he does.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
Man at second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the A's 2 and the Guardians nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jose Mesa.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swings through that.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Next up for the A's, Jose Carrasco. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Anthony Goes, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Heron also throwing.
Ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now that is
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Giambi. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. McCann fires. Safe. Stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that's stolen base.
Runner goes again. Ground ball right side. Kipnis. The throw to first. And there are 2 outs. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 3. So digging in, Josh Donaldson. Donaldson with a homer in his last game. And it stays fair.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
In the air, left side, Ramirez sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that'll do it. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 3 and the Guardians nothing. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now Larry Doby. Out to short, Halter. Zips it across, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job
Up
of
next,
keeping
for
the ball
Cleveland,
out
the
of the air,
designated
lets the
hitter,
defense
Jim
work
Thome.
behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the DH, Jim Thome. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter,
No ball,
got to be
2
ready to
strikes.
let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
That's
Ball,
off the
that's
inside
inside.
corner. Going to count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. Going, gone. A soaring shot to center. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And the batter now, Eddie Murray. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball there. Looking to get the tying run on base. Tap foul at the plate. A's leading by a run. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swung on, popped up left side. Halter pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ramirez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough
Now
stretch
batting
to
number
play
8.
lately. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That should get the dugout going. It's their second home run of the inning, and now they're out in front. It's 4-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 down. Here's the catcher, James McCann, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And here comes Mark Kotsay as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Line to left. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Goes.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Brent Rooker now at the plate.
Designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Swing and a foul out of play. Yo one. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Digging in, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hard ground ball, base down. And that puts the tying run on base.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball go deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now here is Zach Geloff. And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance.
Some high cheese for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Anthony Goes, departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Cade Smith.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So 2 down now, and here is Ricky Henderson. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, not close.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Gets under it and pops it up. Kipnis brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. The A's strand one. Score holds at 4-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the eighth. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Grady Sizemore. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Mark Holder.
Number 20.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's to third. Donaldson jumps, throws on the money. Nice play.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And up next for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there are 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop Larry Doby.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Larry Doby. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and it remains a 4-3 game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and here is number 19. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Hammered on the line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
No outs. Runner at first. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. This one popped up. Murray makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. The left-hander on now, Andrew Miller.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Jason Giambi up next for the A's. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, if he's going to do something
0-2.
special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Bell gets under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Josh Donaldson up next for the A's. 1 for 3.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Mark McGwire. 2-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A strong showing there from the Cleveland bullpen. 9th inning coming up. Guardians 4 and the A's 3. Miguel Andujar into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know.
Miguel Andujar.
Tomey leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
A little bit low, and the count even 1-1. And strike 2. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mark Holder done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So a
the
new
A's,
pitcher on the mound for the A's,
number
Raleigh
34.
Fingers.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Ground ball to the right side. Geloff, the underhand flip, in time, got him.
Number 33.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball. Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Bell, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ground ball, could be 2. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher James
McCann digs in for the Guardians. A guy who's turned himself into a good framer. He's originally drafted by the Tigers, second-round pick in 11. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 the count.
Goes down looking. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Guardians 6 and the A's 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Rooker, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Clase, 26 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Langoliers now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that one fouled off. The Athletics trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag. The A's down to their final out.
Second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Gelof. Popped up. Murray moving under it. And that'll do it. The Guardians take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.